Welcome to the Savvy Radio Show. Today is Nerd Rock Wednesday, dedicated to helping you learn more about technology to increase yourself and your business empire.
How you do? You just stepped into Nerd Rock Wednesday. Tech Wizard, not me. That's you, because you're listening to this podcast. Radio Show Savvy. Anyway, the real estate ABC.com. That's right. Real down and simple. Real estate ABC is a great source that a listener like you out there is like, hey, I listened to the Savvy Radio Show. I got something to contribute. I just want to say thank you to the individual that emailed this to me and said, hey, this is a comp software comp website that I use. And I'm going to tell you something. It's legit. Now, when you first get on there, it's antiquated. When you first look at it, and it's Real Estate ABC, and it looks like a bunch of ads on there, and it's kind of confusing. It has like a Google search on top, and then in the middle it says put the address in. And then you just normally put the address in, and then it pops up. It's like, freaking Zillow estimate, right? Well, Zillow, we know as a real estate investor, it's all off the chain, like the wrong direction. It's out of this world. 1 minute it's like super high, which is like, yeah, I can get 80% or 70%. And then it's like super low. It's like, it's confusion. And Zillow estimate, and I got to give it up for Zillow. They try. But the cool thing that I like about Real Estate ABC, it gives 30 sales comps that was in the listing. So you in that listing into the data and when it populates it. So what you do is that you highlight all of those 30. And it's a table, like in a spreadsheet. You copy it, you drop it into Google Drive, spreadsheet sheets, and then you do an average of the square footage. And I'm telling you, that is a real comp. It takes me 3 minutes if I'm fooling around. So you go to realestateabc.com, you type in the address, boom, it populates. You see this Zillow estimate and you're like, yeah, whatever. That's cool. It's kind of a guide. So I'm not going to beat up Zillow because I think Zillow has done and paved the way in a lot of ways for us, but still I'll leave it alone. I highlight the table, not the title, just the table, all the data. You'll see you copy and paste it, drop it and copy it, paste it into a Google Drive sheets right there on another tab on your Google Chrome, and then you highlight that one table all the way down and hit average, and it's right on the money. You would think Zillow would do that, but they don't. And I'm telling you that comp right there, and I would say that when you get that actual square footage is about 5% or less of a real comp. You didn't have to call a realtor. You know exactly what you're going to get on an appraisal. And I've been using it for a couple of weeks. It's been rock solid in my world. Now, sometimes if you got a neighborhood that does not have a lot of sales or recent, activity, it's going to be skewed. And that's just going to be the same principle for an appraiser. If you're trying to get a house up on a high appraisal because you're trying to sell it or you're trying to refi, yes, you want the highest appraisal, but this neighborhood that's like, never been, 30 years is the average, it's going to be hard to pull comps. It's the same thing for you. You're kind of working on the same data. The data that the appraiser uses is just square averages of square footage. Yeah, they consider on an investor, some of the appraisers, I wish they would, of the income, but a lot of times traditional appraisers just do it off of what they think is best. And of course, it's based on data, which is that data is recent sales within a certain amount of mileage or proximity. Anyway, so it's cool. If you're in a hurry, you can do it. You need to analyze the deal real down and dirty. You can do it real fast. Sales comps, there's no contact. You don't have to put in your email. It's freaking free. It splits up 30 sales so you can kind of see. It's kind of like Find Comps now, but it comes with the table, and I can just drop it in there. So that's it. And I don't know if I told you this. It's free.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at SavvyRadioShow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook and always be buying assets.